Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to cheese the Scadutree Avatar in Elden Ring Shadow, the Erdtree. So this is actually quite a challenging fight, and the best strategy we got is using Royal Knight's Resolve on fire-infused giant crushers and the Infernal Crozier there. So you can see it does an incredible amount of damage, and that is really the best strategy for using this against this fight. Now, I tried using my shield build and it doesn't work that well. You gotta learn the attacks of this boss and respond to its attacks pretty quickly. It's mostly going to be best to be dodge rolling. Now, whenever it goes down here, you can do a critical hit on it, or you can start to buff yourself up and bring in your Mimic. I just went at it for the first phase to just take it out, and that seemed to be the best strategy, because its attacks will take out the Mimic pretty quickly, because it inflicts bleed. So, it's going to have 3 phases, and the best strategy is really just to make sure that you're prepared for when it pops up, and then get your Royal Knight's Resolve up. This is going to increase the damage of our next attack by 80%, and we can use jump attacks to do a ton of damage. I'm not sure why that one didn't hit as hard as the previous ones, but you'll see here soon that I got some pretty intense hits off on it. So yeah, I also equipped with fire pods, because sometimes the Mimic will use those and throw them at it, but I found that for the most part it didn't really do much with this fight. It just kind of held aggro. But yeah, the best strategy is to get good at the dodge timing for these thorn attacks that it does. Now, it is a little bit more delayed than you would think, and for this magic attack, it is kind of frustrating to dodge roll towards it. But yeah, then again, once you're able to get in and hit those hammer attacks in, it's going to make a big difference. I do have the build at the end of this video. This is in New Game +1, so that's why he's hitting so hard. And I also was at level 164, so not very high. I probably should have had a higher level for this, just to be able to deal a little bit more damage. But with Royal Knight's Resolve and the Giant Crusher dealing fire damage, it seemed to do a pretty good job. Now, as I mentioned, the Blasphemous Blade was a pretty good choice against this. The first time that I fought this boss, that's what I used, was the Blasphemous Blade, and I was able to one-shot this boss. Now, that was on just regular New Game, but this New Game Plus attempt has been quite difficult. It took me 10 attempts to get through this, but the best thing is just to get comfortable with the dodge timing for those Razor Thorn attacks. Getting into the third phase, you just have to run away from it. It's going to do an explosion attack, and you can pretty much just take it out right after this. I was foolish and went for the Royal Knight's Resolve there. I should have just went for a jump attack and followed up with another one, because it just had a tiny little bit of health left here. So don't get too overconfident with some of these attacks. You just got to play it cool and try to get that jump attack in. Unfortunately, I had a big miss there. That was a critical miss. But yeah, I just was able to get that final hit in finally, and that's how you can easily cheese the Scadutree Avatar in Elden Ring. And here's the build. If you found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching.